Hello, comrades. Welcome back, the workers and resources, Soviet Republic. My name, of course, is Open Potato, and we are here. We are here at our brand new construction area, which is going to be the epicenter for everything that is going to be built on this island, on this side of the map. Wherever the heck we are, anything to the east is going to be built by this construction depot right here, or this construction depot and any other ones that we build in the area. However, the first thing that I absolutely want to do is build a pipeline, because it was just getting silly over the course of the last episode. It's ridiculous how we're still using a whole bunch of trucks in order to move oil around. I mean, I don't necessarily have an issue with the trucks, other than the fact that we just don't have the capacity at the oil refinery to keep on bringing as many trucks as we need in. We're just not shifting enough oil. It's just as simple as that. We're simply not shifting enough oil. But that's okay. That's okay, because now we have a solution for that, and it's a very, very cheap solution at that, which is, of course, something that I am very, very interested in exploring further. So, first things first, let's get this flat demolished, because there's absolutely no reason for it to still exist. Similarly, let's get rid of the paths just to clean up a little bit. Why not, eh? There we go. Ditch that. It's cool. Okay, now we have this huge construction office here, which I think is absolutely brilliant. And I think the first order of business is going to be testing out the capacity of the office. Now, this obviously being a huge construction office means that we can get a bunch more machines into the office, which is brilliant. I think we're gonna just start with a variety of machinery. So we'll get I don't know, 6 dumpers, sure. We will get some open hull trucks as well. All of this stuff will be brand new, top of the range kit. 8 open hull, sure. Covered hull as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 covered hull. Yeah, and I think that's about it. We do need somewhere to draw workers from, which is irritating, actually, because we don't have anywhere to draw workers from. Not at this moment in time, anyway. We certainly can't draw them from Constructing Grad, or the other side of the map. Right, well, I guess we'll just specify where we're going to want to draw from. Oh, I also wanted to get an asphalt and concrete setup over here. And I am going to actually do that. The whole idea, I guess, behind building this area was that we could use it to, build everything, really, on this island. Which makes me think maybe it's worth setting up, like, a mini Constructing Grad over here, somewhere where we can draw, a couple of workers from. Maybe not something, ridiculous, something crazy, but something which works, something which is reasonably cheap to build. And building it in this area, sort of within walking distance of the construction office, probably wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world. So I think we might actually do that. Yeah. Because I do have very, very big plans for this area. Now, I have already mentioned that I do want to build a pipeline. However, the first proof of concept is without a doubt going to be this road over here, which I'm gesturing to. However, after that, subsequent to that, I think it's gonna be 100% pipeline. We're gonna be all in on pipelining. Right, looking good. This is all working absolutely smoothly. I know these buildings are without power. I don't really think that particularly matters, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay, cool. Let's get a little tiny city. We're probably just gonna want a single prefabricated flat. I'm just gonna build it all briefly plan it all briefly before I actually commit to the building of such an establishment. I think, you know what, maybe let's be a little bit more optimistic. Let's say a secondary prefabricated flat, eh? Why the heck not, right? I mean, this is going to be the entire... You know what, let's go for 3. This is going to be the entire population that we're going to use to build stuff. What do we got? We got a fire on over here. I am absolutely confident that they'll be able to fix that up. That's not something that I'm worried about. Also, what I'm going to do, build a asphalt road over there, get that funded, sure. And we can get rid of that little bit over there. Cool. And also get that upgraded as well. Good stuff. I mean, we need to try and asphaltify absolutely everything. There's no excuse not to have it all sorted by this point. Also, I'll give you a quick little update on the tunnel. Tunnel is looking good. We're at about, I don't know, 55, almost 60% of the way there, which is pretty nice. Trains seem to be operating at the moment okay. We might need to take a little look at them at some point later in the episode. We do have rather a large amount of capacity, but, you know, that's fine. The tunnels are probably just about 20%, just over 20% maybe. Yeah, 22%. And the bridge, as you can see right over there, is at 7.5%, or just shy of 7.5%, which is pretty good. You are lost. That's fine. It's because Potato Grad gas station. Okay, I mean that's okay. That road is gonna be turned into a road quite soon. You know what? I'll just build it. It's just gonna be better for everyone. Just do it. Just get it built. That's why generally I always like to make sure that there's an alternative way of access for anyone. But that's fine. Okay, we got a good amount of steel being produced. Yep, we are a little bit low on iron. It's rather irritating how low on iron we seem to be, but again, there's not much that I can do about that. We'll just have to endure for now. That's fine. Okay. Good. Everything is fine over there. We should start work on these prefabricated flats. I do indeed hope so. In fact, I think we should be able to do that with relative ease. All of the materials certainly can be delivered. Oh, and also, thankfully, we don't need any workers to work on these roads, which is brilliant. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. I need to get some more vehicles over here. I need to get a couple of rollers, a couple of pavers. I won't get a tower crane, but I will get a road crane. I'll buy the most expensive road crane, and I will buy 2 of them. Concrete plant, asphalt plant. I want to get this stuff all built in this vicinity. So let's plan out the rest of the city now that my distractions have been sufficiently reined in. We'll get a small shopping center to start with. Why the heck not? Needs to be absolutely accessible by everybody, so let's get that over there. We're gonna need to get a cinema. Yep, we're also gonna need to get power. That's not escaped me. Yep, cool. We will get a pub, a public house. Yep, we'll get that over here, if at all possible. Squeeze it in over there. We'll get a tennis playground as well. And we'll get a football playground over here. All of this will be connected by paths. We will get a hospital to go right at the very end over here. We will do a little bit of land smoothing. Land maneuvering. Land smoothering. That's right. It's a technical term. We actually already have a fire station in the vicinity over here. So as long as we theoretically create a gravel path, which I imagine will be of relative ease, we should be able to link that up. I guess we will see in just a second. How much gravel do we have here? A decent amount of gravel. Decent amount of gravel. Alright, pretty happy with that. I mean, it seems that we've moved a tremendous number of resources over to this area. Yeah, I'm very happy with that, actually. A tremendous number of resources. Apart from gravel, I don't think there's liable to be a shortage of any of them, actually. I think we'll be just fine. Okay, so that is that. It seems that we need a few more dumper trucks, but that can be dealt with later. Let me see. What else do we need? We need schools. We need kindergartens. Stuff like that, pretty much. Now, the real question is, are we going to be able to get away with just a small kindergarten? Or are we going to have to get a big kindergarten as well? I mean, we do have capacity for over 400 people here. 400 workers. I think we might have to go for a big kindergarten. Whether or not we go for a big school, I guess that's kind of debatable. Yeah, I mean, we can at least start work, I guess. Okay, you know what? We'll go for a big school as well. Go for a big school. In fact, I tell you what, I'm probably better putting it over here. If I can. I would actually be able to put it over here if only I ditched that wire, which I will do in an instant. Yep, that seems to me pretty reasonable. We're going to need to redo that silly little wire. But no matter. Quite happy to do that. Right over here. Take that back. Take that back. Take that back. Take that all back. And basically just try and shave off the corner there. Little cost saving. Little cost saving. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, that's good. We're not going to be able to connect a road up to that, though, which is slightly problematic. Also, I need to bear in mind, where is the exit point for conveyors here? It's over here. Okay, that's good, actually. That's really, really good. We're going to need to reroute that again in a second, but don't worry about that too much. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I have thought better of the big school. Let's instead just get a little school. I think maybe we'll just keep it reasonably under control with a little school over here. Yeah, and that orientation would work quite well for me. And let's get some footpath connections over here. Fantastic. Yep. Okay, this doesn't look like it's going to want to connect up anywhere over here, actually. Well, that's a little bit of a pain in the backside, actually. I think we can rectify it by doing that, and then the footpath might connect up. Nope, still nope. Right, ditch that then. That back. Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect. In fact, far from it. Yeah. Slightly irritating, actually. Yeah, we're going to need to get these roads gravelified as well. In fact, maybe asphaltified, but you never know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, what I wanted to do, and part of this whole exercise has been primarily to try and see if I can get a... What do I need? I need a concrete plant. Yeah, concrete plant. So that will turn gravel and cement into concrete. Now, I will need to take delivery of cement somewhere, and I plan to take it... I plan to take delivery in a silo. At least that's my plan as it stands. Asphalt, I think, is going to be slightly easier to deal with. The thing that I need to consider is walking distance, really, from the flats. So as long as we're within walking distance, we should be totally fine. Yeah, okay. Let's have a little look at this. Okay, so concrete plant will need to go here. Yep. There we go. Concrete plant there. And an asphalt plant right here. Yeah, in fact, that's brilliant. So that should mean that that's within walking distance of pretty much everything. That is unbelievably irritating how that's not within walking distance of the school. Ah, it's because the pads haven't been built. Okay, and the planning of the pads doesn't count as a walkway. That's fine. Okay, Oilnovsky concrete plant, Oilnovsky asphalt plant, perfect. Let's see if we can get some conveyor system set up over here. We're gonna need to do something like this, I imagine. Yep. Okay, that's looking pretty darn good. And then we need to find a way to alter... Yep, that looks pretty good to me. In fact, that is brilliant. Okay, so that maybe means that we don't even have to change the currently set out wires. Overlaps with existing construction. Which construction are you referring to? I think it might be the wires here. Right. One more time. Overlaps with existing construction. I still think it's the wires here. It was indeed the wires. Brilliant. And overlaps with existing construction. Right, so it turns out that my optimism of not having to change wires was somewhat short-lived. Angle of connection is too sharp. I mean, that is very disappointing because I feel like it shouldn't be. But if we have to build another one, then we have to build another one. There is almost nothing that I can do about that. Cool. Let's start construction of all of those. Let's go back and let's, one more time, reconnect wires. In fact, I tell you what, it would probably be better if I, instead of doing that, instead laid out exactly where I wanted the cement silo to go before faffing around with that. If I was to put the cement silo over here, which seems to me entirely a reasonable place to place it, would I be able to get an industrial connection underneath? Seems like that is a negative answer. Let me see what we can do about this. Delete that. Yeah, delete that. I know that we are without power in perhaps our most crucial industry, that of course of the oil industry. However, that's going to have to wait for a little bit. Let's connect up the industry crossing first. Yeah, lay that down as something that we're going to do. And then take it all the way back over here. And that works. Okay, so as long as this all works, then... oh, brilliant. Fantastic. So we're even able to cut down on another conveyor engine transfer. Fantastic. That is absolutely brilliant news. Just to add further workload to my already stretched construction resources, why don't we see if we can try and link this up with a wonderful little gravel road. And also, let's just get this whole area cleaned up just a little bit. Let's make it look a little bit nicer. A little bit more appropriate. Yeah, why not? Brilliant. And let's see if we can try and... Sure, I guess we can kind of get a road around the back here. And connect up over there. Brilliant. Okay, wonderful. I mean, that is the basis for a town. I don't think that there's anything else that we need. In fact, I actually think that we've been rather generous on the whole about the supplies that we are giving to everyone. There we go. Wonderful. The fact that we're able to connect that up is a fantastic boon, because that means that we are going to be able to build the stuff. We're going to be able to build all of this stuff by hand. Well, not my hands specifically, but the hands of one of my glorious workers. That's right. The pub might not be able to be built by hand. Same with the cinema. But the school definitely will be able to. Also, we need to reconnect the power, which I have yet to do. But let's do that right about now. Fantastic. So, where do we have it coming before? Some other infrastructure's in the way. Yeah, I thought that... I was optimistic. I was optimistic that we wouldn't have to faff around with this too much. Building is in the way. Building is in the way. I mean, look, we don't even have to come through here. The fact that I happened to do the power cabling through this area initially, probably a fairly poor decision. Yeah. Take it back over there. Take it back over here. What we're going to do... In fact, do we have power over here? We do actually already have power over here. In fact, why am I even worrying about that cable? Because if we've already got power over here, then we're already fine. I guess we're getting it directly from this transformer? Yeah, we're totally fine. Of course, we're still using this transformer. Why was I ever worried? Ah, I know what that power was for. That power cable was for over here. It was to provide power. It was providing power to the city. That makes sense now. That makes sense. And also this area. And also this area. Because we don't have a transformer over here. Yeah, the only transformer that we had initially was power that we were importing, and now that we are currently exporting. Yeah. So it looks like we can't use the transformer on the border as like a proper transformer. Okay, that does present totally valid reasons for dealing with this. However, I also feel like maybe I just get a power transformer over here and just be done with the whole issue. Yeah, you know what? This maybe will be a bit of an expensive fix. But I'm just gonna throw down a high voltage switch over here, split it out into some other infrastructure's in the way. What other infrastructure could possibly be in the way here? Some other infrastructure is in the way. What on earth are you talking about? Right, demolish that building. building is in the way. Some other infrastructure is in the way. What infrastructure is in the way? I have absolutely no idea what the game could possibly mean by that. But that's fine. Okay, we'll just redo this a little bit. Sure. That over there. That connects up there with relative ease. Fine. Just going to be a power transformer in the absolute middle of nowhere. But needs must, as they say. Alright, connect that up. And then that's all for high voltage wires. Let's go low voltage wires. And medium voltage switch. Brilliant. We'll do as high a voltage as we possibly can. Over to there. So how much is this going to set me back? Probably not that much, actually. You know, a couple of thousand. 25,000 for that. 3,500 for that. Cool. Okay. So we should now have power over here. Brilliant, we do. Build that as well. Fantastic. Okay, so we now have a thoroughly decent power supply supplying our oil pumping area and also the oil refining area. And that power supply is all coming from our end as well now. So that's brilliant. That simplifies things tremendously, actually. Means that we can also, you know, have a little bit more space up here because we don't have to faff around with wires. It's actually maybe a cost-saving measure. Right, let me remove this just so that I don't forget why it's there, because that is definitely possible. Okay, now where was I? We were watching trucks. Yes, we were watching trucks to make sure that everything went about as smoothly as it possibly could. Yeah, so these trucks currently aren't set to unload 100% of everything, but that's okay. That's fine for now. Do we have any... Who is currently dealing with... Who's currently dealing with the gravel movements? Are you on auto search? Yeah, you are. You're on auto search. Where are you going? Why is this not working? Asphalt, we need to set up. Concrete, we will get concrete in just a second. Steel, I can specify a source. There we go. Bricks. There we go. Prefab panels. Yep. Boards. I don't think we will need wood at all for anything over here, but you never know. Might come in handy. Mechanical components specified as there. Cool. Okay, so now are we going to start using steel? Yeah, looks like all of the dumper trucks are currently situated in the construction office, which is totally fine. Also, speaking of construction offices, I think it's clear to me that I want to get another construction office, or at least another 2 construction offices. Big ones at that. You know, the bigger the better, as far as I'm concerned. These are the standard mode of operating, which we will be utilizing from now on. Maybe that's a little bit overkill, but I mean, what do these even cost to build? I wasn't even particularly paying attention. Pretty much nothing, actually. A little bit of asphalt. That's the only thing that we're going to struggle with at this moment in time, but no matter. We will push on. We will push on regardless. Brilliant. Okay, so every single truck should be currently being mobilized, I would hope. Gravel trucks coming in with a little bit more gravel. That's brilliant. Cool. Why are we not moving more gravel here? Because we should be. We should be moving more gravel. Why are you waiting? You should just go and pick it up immediately. I mean, there's a whole bunch of construction stuff that just needs to be built. Resources on... Okay, wow. These pads are already ready to go. Okay, wow. It turns out that absolutely everything already has all of its gravel. And we're just waiting for the construction office. Huh. Well, that is absolutely crazy. Okay, how best do I want to deal with this? We could build another construction office. We do need to actually get a construction office which is specifically for asphalt and concrete. moving. I don't really want to commit to buying all of this stuff like outright. Also, something else which I have not put in place yet is a bus stop, which I should probably do, just as a point of collection. A point of collection for all of the workers that need to work in construction. So we'll get that set up, and that set up. Brilliant. Cool. Very happy with that. And we will also get a little bit of gravel road there, a little bit of gravel road there, and get that all built as well, which looks wonderful. Now, source of workers is currently empty. That's a-okay for now. I could assign an asphalt plant. I might actually just assign, as a temporary measure, the asphalt plant all the way over here. Do I like that idea? Not particularly. Concrete plant as well. We will assign as a source. Whoops. However, we don't actually have any concrete trucks at the moment. So that probably won't do for now. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna fund the construction of that construction office. Let's get that done, even though that is a slight pain and a bit of a cost to me personally. That's fine. Let's instead get a bunch of concrete mixers. Literally half of the depot as concrete mixers. Right. Let's get all of the concrete mixers to go to the concrete plant over here. Where the heck am I? I have no idea. I'm lost. I found myself. Happy days. Right. Concrete plant. You're going to go and get that all sorted. So we're going to be able to get tons and tons and tons of concrete. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that has taken me down to rather a precarious financial position. Rather a precarious financial position indeed. However, a necessary thing to do, I suspect, given the circumstances. No matter, we shall prevail. Concrete is just one of those things that is required most of us right now, or we've required the most concrete in order to make everything work. Why are you not currently operating? Actually, you should be. No workers a mechanism, and you need gravel. And you're not able to pick gravel up. That's a bit of a bummer. Yeah. Can I get some more dumper trucks? Yeah, get a couple more dumper trucks. KMZ dumper trucks as well. Also, I can feel a bridging loan coming on. It's a lovely, lovely little bit of bridging loan that I'm going to have to pick up very, very shortly indeed, but that's fine. Yeah, I mean, the speed at which this stuff is being built, I mean, it was always going to be disappointing, wasn't it? It was always going to be disappointing because I was always going to be expecting the results or the speed of constructing grad, and the speed of constructing grad is lightning in comparison to the speed of mini new constructing grad, and that's just something that we're going to have to deal with. Hopefully not forever, though. Hopefully we're going to get it up to speed. Also, let's just get some more asphalt road over here. Upgraded. Brilliant. Let's get this road upgraded. Sure. Does that present a problem for anything? Anybody? No, I don't think so. Let's get a road over there, too. Why the heck not? We might as well, right? If we're going to do it. How are we doing train-wise? Badly, very poorly, very, very negative, horrifically bad. I'm very unhappy. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good on any level, in fact. Yeah. That ain't good stuff. I mean, this will take a little bit of reworking, but it's fine. We'll deal with that. We'll deal with that later. Oh boy. Ugh, just irritating. So irritating. So unbelievably irritating. You know what the solution is? The solution is actually, rather than switching the directionality of all of the tracks, we just hold on. There we go. We just swap the construct and grad aggregate rail unloading to the other side. train unloading. We put it at the other side of the crossing, and there's actually nowhere that we'd really have difficulty doing that, and it would make everything just so much easier. It really would. Okay, so another gravel train that we're gonna need to get through here. How are we doing on gravel, actually? We're doing fine. We're doing fine for gravel. It's literally just iron that we need, I suspect. Oh no, it's now coal that we need. Do we have a shortage of coal? Oh, we do actually have a shortage of coal in the small aggregate storage, the backup area, so to speak, for the power plants. So that's very, very important that we get that rectified soon. Okay. Good. Good. This is a coal train that we've got coming through here. That's brilliant. Very happy with that. That should mean, hopefully, this whole situation is reversed, and we actually start increasing the supply of coal that we have available to us, which is very, very good. Was that a coal train? That wasn't a coal train. That was an iron train. I thought it was a coal train. Turns out I was very, very wrong. Also, this situation is laughable, frankly. It is ridiculous that we have, like, passenger and industrial trains appearing on the same track, even momentarily. It's such a bottleneck. It really is. It really is dreadful. Why the heck do you have no gravel? You've got no gravel. Alright, well, that's a shock. Okay, the small aggregate storage is increasing in refined coal, which is very good. That means that we've escaped that problem for another day. I mean, we've literally got one train active in this entire area at a time. I mean, that is very, very poor performance, I must say. Speaking of poor performance, how are we doing? How are we doing with the tunnel? Tunnel's actually not in its final days, but we're definitely making very, very good progress. I must say, I'm quite happy with that. Okay, looks like a bunch of the concrete mixers that we have visiting Potato Grad for work experience almost, because it's a very temporary thing. They're all in and around at this moment, which is fine. But that won't be happening for much longer. Oh no siree. Oh no siree. It will not. We're going to be moving away from that very, very shortly. 11.5% of the way, 11.26% even, not 5 at all. 11.26% of the way through building the Great Rail Bridge, which I'm okay about, to be honest. It's going okay. 108 passengers waiting. Yeah, I'm not super sure that we need as many trains on the network as we have at the moment, but it's fine. It's fine. Look, I mean, on the whole, I'm very happy with absolutely everything. We're in a good place. No workers over here. That's fine, and we're missing coal. Gosh darn it, we have wasted so much steel production, over the course of this series. I really think it is absolutely incredible. Also, you know what I should do? I should get 3 construction offices. Yeah, 3 construction offices is probably fine. And a 4th as well, just with covered hull. We can get these guys to go and help with the construction around this area. Yeah, so we'll get that. Sure, whatever. Yep. Nope. There. Cool. There. And there. Right, fine. We'll just assign basically as many of these things, as many of these construction offices to works over here as we possibly can. Maybe in the hope that will speed up the rate at which stuff is done. Right. Just about at the end of my tether. There we go. Yes. Okay. Good. Quite happy with that. We'll see if that makes any difference. Okay. Looks like a couple of trucks are being mobilized. A couple of dumper trucks. Good stuff. What are we waiting for? We are mostly waiting for concrete. Yeah, literally concrete. Literally concrete, and then we're going to need people. And how I want to get people over here in order to build this stuff is, well, another question. Why am I going to all the effort if I'm not going to be able to bus people in at all? I mean, I might be able to bus people in, but I thoroughly doubt it. There we go. Remove that little bit of extra road. I mean, on the whole, I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy with this road, actually. It's pretty good. A little bit of a queue over here. Not huge, but at the same time, not great either. Yeah, not great at all. Right, also, I feel like we should christen this area. We should, you know... No, that's a lame name. Mini... Constructen grad. Mini Constructo. Okay, Mini Constructo it is. And just like that, a new name was born. I mean, I didn't realize that, I didn't realize it was that simple to create a name. But there you go. Okay, so it looks like excavators are doing the primary work over here. We should probably get a few more of them, actually. Yep. We'll buy the expensive ones. We'll buy 4. Suspect that most of these will be utilized fairly swiftly. And look at this. Lots of concrete, lots of gravel. Everything is being laid. All of the foundations are being laid at the moment anyway. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about this. How are we doing at the asphalt plant over here? Construction, asphalt, and concrete is all required. And then, you know, we're going to get to the second stage, the mechanical component stage. That should be pretty easy, actually, because we've got already tons of mechanical components over here. Maybe I should limit the number of mechanical components that are stored over there. I feel like maybe that wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to have to go and find some more concrete. These things only take 9 tons of concrete, however... They are the best, supposedly. Also, what I should do is just build a road connection over here so that there can be, in fact, I can probably just go straight through there. Yeah, ease of access and getting to the filling station should make things a good amount easier. Also, we need to get a truck or 2 to come and reside in the gas station over here so that we can cut down on costs, because this is probably going to be a very, very busy gas station indeed, I would suspect. Alright, so 3 buildings currently underway. The shopping center and 2 of the flats, which is fine. Need a little bit more concrete over here. A little bit of concrete over there. Yeah, cool. I'm happy with this. Increase that to 3,000. Increase that to 3,000. Source of gravel's not assigned. I should have assigned a source of gravel here. Yep. Asphalt. Let's get the asphalt plant assigned as a source of asphalt for now. Even though I don't like it. I don't like any part of it. I feel like at some point I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and, you know, and buy all the stuff that I need to buy. However, I feel like today is not that day. Also, part of the problem with current works over in Potato Grad is that almost the entire, you know, manpower capacity of Constructing Grad is being devoted to building this flippin' tunnel. I must say, it is rather exceptional how many people are currently working on the tunnel. In fact, probably so many that it's led entirely to a whole bunch of other stuff not getting built. I mean, this bridge, for example. I thought this would be a relatively easy construction project. Turns out no, because there's no manpower, because like 400 people, that's a slight exaggeration, of course, like 300 people, that's still a slight exaggeration, like 250 people, maybe even that's slight and a slight exaggeration. There's a whole bunch of people that are currently occupied with the construction of the tunnel. And apparently there's no mechanism which can help with tunneling, which I find strange. But what can I do about that? Precious little. Okay, so that is all underway. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of stuff that needs to happen before resources needed to finish. Do we not have a single truck that's taking gravel over here? It's a relatively easy fix, that, I think. Yeah, we should see a couple more machines be dispatched. A little bit more concrete required in a couple of places. Yeah, and there's a lot of extra stuff coming out here now, which is brilliant. We're using as many of the machines from Potato Grad as we possibly can. And a bulldozer will no doubt be dispatched at some point to come and deal with all of this once we get a tiny smidgen more gravel. Yeah, look. This is all good. This is all good. This is the sort of activity that I'd like to see happening. You know, the more the merrier, really, as far as I'm concerned. However, that is only half the battle. Only half the battle in terms of all of the stuff that I actually wanted to build over the course of this episode. Maybe even if I don't get this fully built over the course of this episode, I'm not going to be too displeased. The fact that we've got it all planned and it's all being constructed by itself is kind of fantastic. You will see by my bank balance that, you know, things as ever hang in a precarious position. We've actually not technically lost that much money over the course of this month, but that's because this month has just started, and so there's always hope that we could lose a substantial amount. We did make 135,000 last month. Over the course of the year, though, not made all that much. That's fine. Anyway, that doesn't really matter, because what does matter is the fact that we are going to set up a majestic pipeline, the most majestic of majestic pipelines. And it's going to be fantastic. Now, what we basically want to do is we want to follow the road as closely as we possibly can. The reason for which will become clear in just a second. However, before we deal with that, let's instead have a look. I think we can just go straight from this pumping station into the pipeline. It's already connected to the tank, which is a pretty central, you know, source of storage. That tank will become redundant because ideally, if we have a tank at the other end, then we should be able to move the entirety of our oil proceeds into the other tank at the other end. But that's an issue for later. Right, I think we want to stick to the left-hand side of the road, if at all possible. So we're going to start off here and continue all the way down. Now, it's going to get too long at about that point, so we'll bring it back by a smidgen. And the reason why I wanted to make sure that pumping stations stick next to the road is because if we're going to build them all by hand, then they need to be, because we're going to need to get a road connection. So that is very, very fun indeed. And we're going to try and get as few pumping stations along the route as possible. However, it's often rather difficult to determine how many pumping stations one will need over the course of a pipeline. I need to make sure that I'm always getting this pumping station, because it works. It works. It's the right orientation. It fits quite nicely into the plan. Ooh, it's going to be a little bit of a problem. Let me flatten out this area a little bit. I suspect that we only have one bulldozer available, maybe given the speed of excavation. Oh no, apparently two bulldozers. That's fine. Is that about the right length between pumping stations? I think so. I think we might get away with it. Do that. There we go. We do indeed get away with it. Brilliant. The next pumping station should probably be over there. Primarily because it works. By the way, now that we've got, you know, a bunch of bulldozing stations along the route, we could theoretically get rid of these bridges. I don't really want to get rid of the bridges, to be honest. In fact, if anything, I want to upgrade the bridges, because I feel like they've got good character, you know? They've got good character. All right, so this is the magic hovering pipeline, which will magically hover for a bit of road. I mean, that's totally fine. I'm happy with that. By the way, I should have mentioned, but all of these houses can probably be bulldozed. I tell a lie. There are two people. There are two people who live at home. probably no one else. I have one, maybe. Okay, so maybe there's a couple. I'm not going to bulldoze their houses. That seems rather mean, given that their only crime was to live in an area that I wanted to exploit their labor. And in fact, that is no crime at all. However, in my country, it absolutely is. Okay. Let's do that, and let's continue on our merry way. Brilliant. Okay, a building is on fire. Let me briefly fix that. Building is in the way. Okay, good. That's a little bit of a janky pipeline, but that's okay. The whole point, by the way, of putting it this high is, where are we? We're over here. Okay, brilliant. There should be a fire truck that's available to get over here, I would imagine. Also, we're not going through oil as quickly as I want to, which is bad because it means that we are not going to be able to load up with fuel. This is the problem that I initially foresaw, which is why I didn't get the other secondary load of transport trucks to collect oil. Okay. Go here. Okay, you. Hold on. Yeah, copy all the instructions onto these trucks. And get them all to go to Kobe Oil Refinery as a last resort. Okay, good. And that's going to mean movement. It's going to mean we're able to get through. There we go. Fantastic. All right, brilliant. Fire brigade is able to get to where it needs to go. Brilliant stuff. And it means that we're going to get a little bit of extra oil in here as well, which is good news. For now, it's a temporary thing, as you will know, but still, it is what it is. Okay, let's continue with this extravagant pipeline, and extravagant it truly is. All right, this, by the way, if I was going to build it with real money, would cost such a large amount of money that I don't even want to countenance such a proposition. So large would the sums be. All right. Brilliant. And let's go down there. Fantastic. All right, so at this point, I would estimate that we're about, what, 2/3 of the way there, maybe? No, we're about a third. Actually, we're probably about halfway there, actually. This is the irritation with pipelines, that they can't be just a smidgen more easy to construct. I mean, it would be great if I could construct as, you know, like a proper pipeline, just like a... I mean, just like automatically put in pumping stations. That would be really, really nice if I could do that. But as it stands, I can't. I am limited by what the game tells me I'm allowed to do. That was maybe a little bit short. Should maybe have tried to make it a little bit longer. Yeah, as I've already said on countless occasions, the reason why I'm building these pipelines as high as I possibly can in the sky is that there's no incentive not to, right? It costs exactly the same amount of steel if you build it, you know, at low level. Really? It's the first one that I've messed up. It costs exactly the same amount of steel whether you build it high, build it low, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, really? Come on. So there's no incentive not to, especially if you build it high, then that means that you're not gonna... There we go, brilliant. You're not gonna have issues putting roads or stuff underneath at a later date. So my suggestion is always build it high if you can. Really? So suddenly everything just seems to be coming up. Oh, come on. What a mean-spirited decision, video game. What about that? Are you freaking kidding me? I mean, how is that okay? How is that okay, but that's not okay? That irritates me. Right. Too sharp of a turn. Okay, you know what? Fine. Bring it back. Bring it back. That's not a problem. Oftentimes, it can be a little bit of a pain to try and build the pipelines this high. It does look ridiculous as well, doesn't it? It looks absolutely, absolutely ludicrous. Absolutely hilarious. And ridiculous, too. Also, I think that we might be in urgent need of another bridging loan. At this point, is anyone really buying that they're called bridging loans? Frankly, I'm not. I'm not buying them, and I'm the architect of the bridging loan. Okay, that's probably a bit ambitious, isn't it? No, that's actually not too ambitious. Fantastic. All right, well, here's hoping. Okay, good. Here's hoping that we don't need to get another loan. However, I can feel it coming. Too long? Ah, just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. Okay. Presumably that can be deleted. Presumably, because, I mean, well, I'm not even going to bother checking. I'm just going to assume it is. You know, if trucks need to go somewhere, they can go somewhere by driving, you know, 10 seconds longer or whatever it is. I don't see any trucks on that route, so I'm just going to assume that it's fine. Overlaps the existing construction. Really? I managed to get under the pipeline, but... Okay, wow. I managed to get under the pylons, through the root of the pylons, but it's the standard little wires that get me. Shocking. Okay. I'm gonna, you know, break from form a little bit. Too long. Oh, come on. Because I thought this would maybe work a little bit better if I put a... If I put an opposite pumping station in here, because I really want to be able to put it in here. Hey, it works. Fantastic. That's good. Okay, and now we will resume our regular service of traveling down the left-hand side of the road. That was purely for lengths purposes, and I didn't want to faff around with this and change things around. Although, in actuality, this cable doesn't actually go anywhere anymore. It's not necessary, because, of course, that minor transformer play that we made at the start of the episode, helpfully. It doesn't mean that I want to get rid of it, though. Again, it's character building. Do you not think? Oh, for pity's sake. There we go. Have I deleted this? I can't delete it because I keep pressing the no button by accident. The game was just too quick for me. How on earth is this even close to... Okay, okay. Try leveling it a little bit more. Yeah, okay. Wrong type of station, though. Okay, will that actually work? That will actually work. Brilliant stuff. Okay, fantastic. We're down to 7,000 rubles, by the way, folks. You know what that says to me? That says it's bridging loan time. That says it's bridging loan time. How are we doing? I mean, actually, we're not doing too bad financially. Is the boat about to go to the border? Is that close to happening? I feel like we've really been suffering with steel production recently. Is there another train issue? No, actually, although there's about to be. We just caught one in the act. Oh, no. No, we didn't. Tell a total lie. However, we are out of money, which means we're going to need to... We're going to need to take out another loan. Right, so this is going to be the final bridging loan that I take out. Mark my words. Also, you'll note that two of our recent loans were repaid. That's pretty cool. Could I repay? Could I borrow? I'm going to borrow some money, and then I'm going to repay 1.9... 190... Not 190,000. All of it. Return all of it. Return this one as well. Return all that money too. That's good. So that leaves us with 55,000 rubles. And that leaves everything paid off. Pretty much everywhere. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. So we managed to pay off 2 other loans, even though we took out a 2 million loan. Have we got firefighters over here? We do indeed. Citizens killed. A couple. It was the traffic jam that cost the citizens their lives. That is absolutely appalling. How are we doing at the tunnel? This is not the place for the tunnel. The place is here. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. We're so very close. In fact, we're actually just paving the thing. That's really quite cool. We've got a mechanism on site. Brilliant. Yep, I'm pretty happy with that. That's totally cool. Should we dispatch the boat to do a little bit of selling? Let's dispatch the boat to do a little bit of selling. We're going to have to start selling to the west at some point fairly soon. Not quite sure how soon, but we'll see. All right. Are we moving resources anywhere near as quickly as we should be? We kind of don't seem to be. Missing resources, steel? We've got loads of resources. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, video game? Why is nobody moving steel here? Why? Yeah. Yeah, why the heck are we not moving steel? We should be moving steel over here. And prefab panels, both with our open hull... with our open hull trucks. Yep, not entirely sure why that hasn't happened thus far, but that's okay. Anyway, let's get this pipeline bloomin' well finished, shall we? We're in spitting distance. What a horrible phrase. We're in spitting distance of the objective. Okay, we need pipelines. Brilliant. This pipeline, I think that's probably adequate. There we go. And there. There, cool. I guess the disadvantage... Brilliant. I guess the disadvantage for building pipelines high up is that you spend some... you spend some vertical... No, sorry, you spend some horizontal length by going up. You know, so some of the gain is offset. Can I get one over here? I feel like this is going to be too far. Yeah, I feel like this is too far, too long. Yeah, I thought that would be the case. This will require probably a pumping station at the other side of the road, right over here. Because I don't think that we can build it directly under... Yeah, we won't be able to build it directly under the power pylon. The big power pylons, that is. No great hassle. Frankly, not a problem whatsoever. There we go, delete that. Brilliant. See if we can get across this little area over here. And stick that down over there. Fantastic. And where to now? Where do we want to navigate this pipeline to? I mean, we should probably set up... a storage area over here, in fact. With a couple of storage tanks. Ideally in an orientation that's not completely abysmal. We did free up a little bit of space over here, actually, because we moved the pylons back. Which is quite nice. Sure, let's say... Say something like that. Yeah, let's say something like that. Okay. Collect into a single pump. This also will need to be dealt with slightly differently. Two holding tanks I think is fine for now. Okay. There we go. And yeah, something like that. Too sharp of a turn. Yeah, cool. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, set all of that to be built. That would be brilliant. So that's the objective for where we want to go to. We need to get it from here. Have we committed to building all this? I guess we have. Fine. Has it all worked out well enough? It has indeed. Yep, that's fine. Just a cursory glance over to make sure that it's all working fine. I think that we probably want to just build out over here. I guess so. Again, we want to stick by the road if at all possible. Do I really care if some people have to endure the sight of a pumping station in the middle of their town? To be honest, not really. Not even slightly, in fact. Right. Now this area more than ever is reason why we need to keep it above a certain height. How are these cables so challenging to get over? Okay, that actually works. Fantastic. All right, that looks like a flippin' roller coaster, but I mean it's brilliant. Have you seen the oil price recently? That is a real world roller coaster. Okay. Over here. And that in there. Brilliant. You know what the great news about this pipeline means? The great thing about this pipeline means that we are actually legitimately... What the heck is going on here? You dingle dingus. Okay. No, copy you. Onto you. Brilliant. And then you go to Kobe Refinery. It looks like one truck escaped our changing of the demands, which again has of course led to a massive backlog and a massive production wastage of all of the trucks that need to deliver oil to this area. What a complete faff. And that's exactly why we're building this flippin' pipeline. And it's happening, folks. It's happening. Right. That over there. Can we manage that? I mean, I can probably go fairly directly. Yep. That's good. That doesn't actually interfere with anything. Pipelines really are a blessing to build in comparison to some of the more irritating things, like roads. Roads are really annoying. Can we get over here? No, we're not going to be able to get over there. Fine. Yeah, do this one. Yeah. Cool. Too long? Really? That's marginally the tightest of margins. Okay. Try again. Yeah, try again. Right there. There we go. Fantastic. And then the last tiny bit of pipeline, we need to try and navigate of course, a truly hellish power cable. Okay, so the total cost for that will be at least $1 million rubles, all things considered. What's the issue here, folks? We're waiting, of course, we're waiting for a bunch of trucks to filter out. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Also, think of the fuel. Think of the fuel that we're using. It's absolutely ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. But, I mean, it's the solution until we fix it. Okay, so the real question is, how far is this construction depot able to deal with stuff? Because we're gonna need to get a bunch of stuff assigned, like independently. Yeah, we're gonna have to get all of that sorted in a little bit. How are we doing over in Mini Constructo? I mean, we're not doing bad, to be honest. We're not doing bad at all. We got any cranes? We don't have any cranes. Cranes can go and build the flats, I believe. That is allowed. That is allowed. We just need workers. We just need workers. We are in the stage where we are desperate to get workers. Which is a problem. Which is a problem, in fact. But that is what it is. And we have to make do with that. We've started work on the asphalt plant. That's good. We've not started work on the concrete plant. We're waiting gravel. Why is gravel not being moved out to the concrete plant? Why have you not picked it up? Why? The concrete plant weirdly hasn't been picked up by anybody. That's very strange. That's very, very strange. Missing a concrete mixer? Yeah, but you don't need a concrete mixer. You just need gravel from the nearest source. Let me build a temporary road over here. Temporary road over there. Does that add on a few extra bits and bobs? Should allow a few more Should allow a few more trucks to pick up. Source for boards is not assigned. That's okay. We don't really need to assign boards, do we? No, we don't need to assign boards. Not over here. Not yet, anyway. Okay, well, we're moving some gravel over here, which is kind of nice. I'm a little bit perturbed why it's taken that long for this huge construction office to register. But, I mean, c'est la vie, as they say. Not much that I can really, frankly, do. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Right. Well, the most important thing that has happened, that we're actually already starting to see a few little dumps of gravel over here. We just need a mechanism. Why is a mechanism not being dispatched? It's quite simple. Have we not assigned the road? We just need a bulldozer. Yeah, we just need a bulldozer or an excavator or something like that. Yeah, I'm just not sure why you're not being dispatched to go and do those things. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Should this area be covered by a fire truck? Yes, it should be. What the heck is this over here? What the heck is going on? What the heckity heck is going on? How are we not able to get food? Why have we not got food here? Missing crops. How are we missing crops? Oh, this flippin' glitch has happened again. Oh, so everyone has got stuck here. I mean... Oh, God. Right. Sell that. Just sell the forklifts in this forklift garage here. I mean, something's gonna need to be done about this, because this seems like a bug that is really, I mean, it's causing absolute chaos, frankly, absolute chaos. Right? You know what? You know what? I feel like I need to have a very prescriptive description of where all of the forklifts are supposed to go. I'll probably end up dealing with that in the next episode, however. Okay. Firefighters. Yep, okay, we're making progress on the fire. Good stuff. Good to see. Man, that is unbelievably irritating. Is it when there's a fire that an issue arises and they all just manage to get lost? Just go deliver to the food factory, please. I really don't get it. I really do not get it. Okay. You go to the next location. You go to the next location where you need to go. Yeah, fine. Okay, let's just get the traffic moving over here. Goodness gracious me, what a disaster. And all because the forklifts decided not to do what they were supposed to do. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't get it. I absolutely do not get it. I've got no idea. If anyone has any suggestions on how I can fix issues like that occurring, please let me know. Because there must be a way, and I'm apparently just not seeing it. Which is completely expected, as I'm sure you will agree. However, it's very irritating. Very, very irritating indeed. And we still have a massive tailback over here. Well, there's pretty much nothing that I can do about that. We have 570 tons of crops waiting to go, waiting to be delivered. And they're just not being delivered. Or they're not being delivered specifically to where I want them to go. Okay, you know what? Buy these again. Manage forklift. Remove all connections. No, 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 no. I'm going to manually set where you go. You're going to go from here to here to here. That's all you're going to do. All those 4 forklifts are going to do. You are going to get all connections removed. All connections removed. And all connections removed as well. Yeah, so everyone is going to take a chill pill just for a second. So you're going to go there. Cool. And that's it. Yep. You are going to go between there and there. Yep. And you are going to go between here, here, and here. Okay. So hopefully that should mean that there's a little bit more variety in the routes that the forklifts are taking, and therefore maybe, just maybe, they're not all going to get caught up on this single grain ski factory crossing. Is that the OG? I think this is the OG factory crossing. How exciting is that? Okay, well, I guess it will remain to be seen if that does actually work. But man, what an episode! What a bunch of progress we've actually made. This is tremendous. This is fantastic. I am very, very happy with this. The road is coming along nicely. The tunnel will absolutely, positively be finished at the start of the very next episode, which is tremendously exciting. We're a mere 1,600 workdays away from getting that tunnel set up as well, which is good. It's not an essential connection, but it will make a pretty big difference. We're working hard on Mini Constructo. Expect Mini Constructo to be closer to completion at the start of the next episode, given that I will probably let time pass a little bit, because I mean, why not, right? We've got the opportunity to do that off camera, and we might as well take it. So, I mean, look, I'm very, very happy at the rate of which everything is happening. We just need to get building, and in fact, we are already building. Actually, we're well underway in the building process, and soon, the grand pipeline of Potato Grad will be fully built and established, and it'll all just work as it should. We will never need to move oil by vehicle ever again. That's the plan anyway. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Check out the Patreon if you're indeed interested in helping make videos like this possible. I'll see you next time. Bye.